All right. Good afternoon. Hello, everyone. I'm Anirban. I'm associated with Rakuten as the Vice President AI Products and Business Analytics. And I'm proud to say that I work for a dream company, Rakuten, doing my dream job every day, which is obviously in the field of artificial intelligence. Now, I'm so excited to see so many people under one roof today. It's been quite some time since COVID that we have all come together. Thanks to the 3AI team, Samir, Kapil, NK to make this happen. This is one of the most professional AI conferences I've been part of lately. Now, given the theme of Beyond 2023, which is around new age analytics and AI, I thought it would be apt to cover something around new age AI organizations as well. All of you, or most of you in this room, are leaders in some capacity, and we know that having a right organization structure and having the right people in that structure solves half of our job. So let me dive into my presentation. All right, extremely busy slide. Don't have to go through the slide, but I tried to do some bit of justice to the evolution of AI. Statistical models were developed way before 1950. The first chatbot, Lisa, was developed 1964. And the progress has been very, very good. There has been 2 AI winter seasons as well, which I've intentionally excluded because we are all from the field of AI and we are very, very optimistic about where AI is going. However, if you look at the bottom of the slide, which is the last 10 years or so, last decade, 10, 12 years, the progress has been phenomenal. And the most recent one, the 2 most recent ones which are my favorite are around generative AI and ChatGPT. Now, with this evolution, oh my God, so many job profiles have been created. Prompt engineering, again, being the latest one. I call this unnecessary confusion, by the way. All right? Because organizations need to embrace this necessary confusion. However, before embracing this necessary confusion, it's also very, very important for an organization to go back to their drawing board and look at their maturity grid. Obviously, this is a standard maturity grid, but the point here is that as an organization, wherever you are placed within your maturity grid, it's very, very important that you adapt to innovation and make sure that AI is adopted within your business as well. This leads to a self-sustaining organization. Okay? Now, I was trying to correlate self-sustaining AI organizations to something that is very, very close to my heart, okay? Soccer, football, all right? So a self-sustaining AI organization should drive business impact, top line, bottom line, customer experience, all of that, right? Same with soccer as well, right? So here are the different players, right? So what happens in soccer? You end up scoring a goal. If you don't score a goal, irrespective of how good you are with your defense, you don't end up winning, right? So here are the players and the plays within a AI organization that's very close to what happens within a soccer game as well. Now, intentionally, again, if you look at it, on the defensive side of the play, on a soccer side, I have considered data, but I have called it data as a service. This is the new way data needs to be treated as, okay? You just can't have traditional GCP, cloud-based data, or Hadoop-based database, but you have to consider data as a service. So as model, okay? Models also needs to be considered as service. Similar things with application. And then you have the frontliners, which is business consulting and platforms, which can eventually lead to business execution. Now, let me give you a few examples of plays which actually happen within an organization to make it self-sustaining, okay? The first play is a combination of data analytics and consulting services, okay? The first one, data as a service, or the data itself can be consumed by business consultants, okay, business analysts, data analysts, and so on and so forth, and could lead to business execution and driving business insights, which therefore leads to bottom line, top line, anything, right? Data as a service can also directly lead to business execution, by the way. There could be API endpoints which could feed into the end systems, straight from data to the end systems. Obviously, it needs to be matured a bit to drive business impact. And the third one, obviously, is you have analytics platforms and all of that, which can be scaled and contribute to business execution. This is one of the plays. The second play is something which is very close to a lot of our heart, okay? Sciences has a differentiator, right? In the traditional way, you end up building models, okay? The models are scored in an offline model, and that gets fed into the systems which drive marketing, inventory, whatever decision-making it is, okay? Now, the world is evolving. AI is evolving, the world is evolving, our maturity levels are also evolving. Can we have model as a service through endpoint APIs directly serving into end systems? Again, yes, obviously. Model as a service can also feed through applications layer, okay, which can then serve into business consulting, which in then serves to business execution. So there are a lot of different possibilities within an organization to have sciences as a differentiator to drive business impact. At the end of the day, please keep in mind that AI should be there to drive business impact some way or the other, or better customer experience as well. The third one, which is about applications, products, and services. A lot of us today, maybe a decade back, we did not talk about products, okay? We used to have solutions rather, right, in the world of AI, but today the world has moved to products. You do the solutioning bit for one business, you expand, make it a product, make it a scalable product which can serve across multiple different businesses, right? That's where AI ML applications as a service comes into the picture. Whether be it business consultants, because the reason why business consulting is important as well is because there's always a tweak. For every business requirement, something needs to be tweaked to make sure it actually impacts, right? So that's why it can serve into the business consulting bit, which can then serve into business execution, or it can directly go into platforms which can go into business execution. The third law, which is applications, ML applications serving into platforms and business executions, should be the vision of the future. Now, having said all of that, I was talking about these different plays, and football being my favorite game. Now, what could be a potential AI organization? This is where I want to spend a little bit of time. So, at the end of the day, what do we want? We want to innovate, but we want to do scalable innovation. Okay? We don't want small pieces of innovation not being utilized by the different businesses. Okay? So if we have scalable innovation at the final goal, we can structure our organizations between research, engineering, and services. You might say that, oh, this is well known, right? A lot of us have these organizations which is research, engineering, and services. Research basically does your envisioning, okay, or incubating a solution. Engineering is scaling, okay, or building, okay? And then you have services, which is all about scaling, right? But what's different then? The way we are trying to differentiate is through this, okay? This ball, which moves, all right? Now, and what we are saying is that can we power this through the product lifecycle? What I mean by here is, let's say if you incubate a solution, which could be, because it's ChatGPT is in the news so much, let's say as an organization, if you're incubating a conversational AI solution, at year one, when you're incubating, okay, or when you're envisioning the solution, it could potentially be part of the research pillar, okay? Now that you have incubated the solution, you've gone to a certain stage, okay? Now, to go to the product user fit, you might be wanting to shift the entire conversational AI solution as a group from research to engineering. Because the focus of the conversational AI group no more is around research. The research bit is done. Now the focus is more on engineering because it needs to build, okay? And finally, at one point of time, definitely, we have to scale because maybe for Rakuten as a business, we are a conglomerate, right? We have several different businesses, 70 different businesses, 50 different countries, right? We can't be stuck with one business, one country, so we have to scale. At one point of time, you want to lift and shift this entire product maybe and put it to services. All right? So this is a journey that as an organization, we are trying to explore, okay? It's a hybrid. So people talk about organization structures, which is centralized, decentralized, hybrid. This is more of a hybrid structure, okay, where you incubate something, move it there, and then finally put it to services. All right? All right, I'm on time. So thank you. Thank you, everyone. It was lovely talking here. Feel free to connect with me. We also have a booth here. Our office is also in a very nice place, Kavan Park. So if you're interested in football, like I am, I can see a lot of ISL messages right from the seat that I'm seated. Right? Thank you once again. Thank you.